see illustration 6. Govind and Gopal had started partnership firm on 1/4/2016. They have started a new business first of all. Partners are entitled for 5% interest on capital. Now, adjustment is given in the first paragraph. Don't always ignore the first paragraph. That in first paragraph, except ratio, you will not find anything else. Maybe in exams, then you will make a mistake. And your adjustment itself is given in the first paragraph. For the 10% commission is payable to Gopal on profit after deduction of such commission from the profit. After deduction of such commission, so R upon 100 plus R means 10 upon 110. But when will we do this? After net profit, after the balancing is done and net profit is obtained, then we'll make the workings. P&L appropriation credit minus debit and then into 10 upon 110. Partners sharing profit and loss in the proportion of 3:2. So 3/5, 2/5. Now like there are several mistakes in trading account and profit and loss account prepared by an unexperienced accountant. So as I said yesterday, the question what we did, exercise question 12 there, correct final accounts were given to you. We just had to include and incorporate adjustments into that. And then illustration 10 was also similar. But here wrong final accounts are given to you. So we not only have to incorporate the adjustments into that, we have to also correct the final accounts. You are asked to prepare revised final accounts from the given trading account, profit and loss account and list of assets and liabilities. The accountant is so unexperienced, he has not even made a balance sheet. He has just made a list of assets and liabilities, which you can see below trading and P&L account. So we have to make revised final accounts from the same. Okay, let us start with it. First, in the first paragraph, interest of 5% on capital is to be calculated. So interest on capital, Sheetal, what will be the two effects?
P&L account, debit side, and partners capital account.
P&L appropriation account debit side and partners capital account credit side. So now, see at the bottom in list of liabilities, do you find capital of Govind 1 lakh and capital of Gopal 30,000? Do you all find that? Put tick on that. So first of all, we'll record the capitals in partners capital account credit side 1/4/16 by balance brought down 1 lakh for Govind and 30,000 for Gopal.
So the balance is introduced, right?
Yes?
The capital is introduced. It's the first year of the business. So
By bank account, that's correct. They've started a new business, so instead of by balance brought down, we may write by bank account. As the new business is started, so they introduce this capital in the business. Is everyone clear with this? Any confusion with this? And even if you write balance brought down, it's okay. As you can see in the solution on page 61, they have written opening balance itself. Then interest on capital and P&L appropriation on debit side to interest on capital. Now for Govind, 5%, so 5,000. Okay, Govind's capital is 1 lakh. So 1 lakh into 5% is 5,000. And for Gopal, 30,000's 5%, that is 1,500. Total is 6,500. Is everyone clear with this? And second effect in partners capital account on credit side, 31,317 by interest on capital. In Govind's column 5,000 and in Gopal's column 1,500. Got it everyone? Once again, what are the two effects of interest on capital? P&L appropriation on debit side and Partners capital on credit side, 1 lakhs 5% 5,000, 30,000 5% is 1,500. Any doubts with this? Next, 10% commission will count at the end. After we get net profits. After that only we can do these workings. But see that you don't forget it. Because it is to be done at the end. Normally it happens, you find net profit, divisible profit, distribute it, get the balance sheet tally. Which may even not tally otherwise. But don't forget to record commission at that point of time. And in case if you feel that you'll forget it, what you can do is with pencil. Here we are going to record the net profit. Here you can mention commission pending with pencil. So at this stage, you come to net profits, you'll remember that you have to still give the effect of commission and then you can erase that with the pencil. So, look at below. Adjustments are further given to you. Adjustment 1 at the bottom. Write off bad debts 2,800 at the end. Provide 2% discount reserve on debtors at the end. Maintain bad debt reserve of 7,200 at the end. Provide 5% depreciation on furniture and building. So depreciation, Prince, what will be the two effects?
Balance sheet, asset side, minus depreciation.
And
Other expenses.
so first we have to minus from assets. All of you can see below the trading and P&L account list of assets. In that, do you find furniture 20,000 and building 50,000? Does everyone find that? Put a tick on that. So asset side in non-current assets. Fixed assets. Furniture 20,000 minus depreciation. 5% of 20,000 is 1,000. So outer column 19,000. Clear with this everyone? Then building 50,000. Minus depreciation. 50,000's 5% is 2,500. Outer column 47,500. Any confusions in this? All are clear up till here? Then next, second effect we have to give in other expenses and losses. So in P&L account debit side, other expenses and losses. To depreciation on furniture 1,000 and building 2,500. So is everyone clear with this? Once again, what are the two effects of depreciation? Minus from fixed assets, and second effect other expenses and losses, and amount 20,000's 5% 1,000, 50,000's 5% 2,500. Is everyone clear with it? Now adjustment 1, 2 and 3 we have to solve simultaneously. So 3 tables will be made. First we'll make the table of debtors, then we will make the table of bad debt reserve, then we will make the table of discount reserve. Okay, so one by one. First in current assets, we make the table of debtors. So, Darshan,
Debtors, minus
amount of debtors.
1 lakh.
Yes, at the bottom, do you find list of asset debtors of 1 lakh everyone? Put tick on that. So in current assets, write down debtors 1 lakh. Further,
Minus bad debt as per adjustment,
minus BDA, bad debts as per adjustment.
2,800.
Adjustment 1, do you all find 2,800 bad debts as per adjustment? Remaining 97,200
minus BDR adjustment.
minus BDR adjustment, what amount?
72.
Adjustment 3, all of you check that. Adjustment 3, do you find BDR as per adjustment 7,200 everyone? So remaining is 90,000. What else?
Discount reserve.
Minus discount reserve adjustment, what amount? Yes, second adjustment, all of you see. How much is discount reserve? 2%, do you all find it? That 2% will count on 90,000. So now, 90,000's 2%, that is 1800. So outer column 88,200. Be careful. You are given adjustment 1 bad debt, 2 discount reserve and 3 bad debt reserve. But here you always subtract first bad debt, then bad debt reserve, then discount reserve. Don't subtract discount reserve before bad debt reserve. Discount reserve will always be subtracted after bad debt reserve, whatever order it is given in the question. Is everyone clear with this? Now, second, we have to make the table in other expenses and losses to bad debts reserve. Now, bad debts reserve. Nandini, what is the table?
BDA plus BDRA.
Tell me the complete table.
BDA plus BDRA. BDTB plus BDA plus BDRA.
Is that all?
Minus BDRT.
Correct. So now BDTV we don't have because trial balance is not given, only final accounts are given. And even in final accounts, check it everyone. In the given trading and P&L account debit side, do you find any bad debts? No. So BDTB we don't have. Directly we'll go with BDA and adjustment don't see in adjustment, see in balance sheet. Do you find bad debt adjustment 2800 plus BDR adjustment? Again, don't see in adjustment, see in balance sheet. Do you find bad debt reserve adjustment of 7200? Minus BDR trial balance we don't have because trial balance is not given only. So outer column 10,000. But everyone, only BDA plus BDR. Okay. Just 1 minute. Will Mahajan come out? Yes, so any confusion with backdate reserve? Now discount reserve is also given in the adjustment. So we have to make the table of discount reserve also. Write down to discount reserve. Zahir, what is the table of discount reserve? Prompting will get 100 times. Don't remember? 100 times. Should tomorrow. Mohit?
DRA,
Only DR.
BDTV,
BD means bad discount.
sorry, BDTV,
DDTB, discount. Double discount. Only DTB further. Silence everyone.
DRA
DTB
plus DRA
plus DRA
minus
minus
DRT.
minus DRT. Sit down. 100 times sit down. So DTB. Now DTB we don't have. Do we have trial balance? Also see in trading and P&L account which is given to you, any discount given on the debit side? No. Plus DRA. We have only DRA, that is 1800. Okay. Discount reserve as per adjustment. Don't see in adjustment, see in balance sheet it is 1800. Only that is there. So directly outer column discount reserve as per adjustment 1800. Even minus DRTB is not there because trial balance is not given only. So only DR adjustment is given. Any confusions with this? All adjustments are done now. Remaining untaked items of trial balance are to be taken into consideration. Look at it. First, trading account debit side, 2 purchases, 2,48,600. Arushi,
Sir, profit and loss account, debit side, 2 purchase.
100 times that it comes in trading account debit side. Purchases by P&L account debit side. No, no, write it 100 times. Purchases 2,48,600 will come in trading account debit side. 2 purchases 2,48,600 inner column. Now raise your hand. What do you mean by goods return credit? Tanushri? Sales return. Atifa? Purchase return. No, it is sales return. Goods return credit. The word credit stands for sales. Sales we always credit. So the word credit stands for sales. So goods return credit means sales return. Write down there also in the book. Goods return credit in bracket SR, sales return. So see the unexperienced accountant what he has done. You must be feeling proud of yourselves today. Goods return credit, instead of minus from sales return, they have added in purchases. We have minus from sales. So write down by sales minus goods return credit. $2,400. Next, plus closing stock. Rudra,
Trading account, credit side, and balance sheet, debit, asset side.
so now, first of all tell me, will closing stock have 2 effects or 1 effect? No, 2 effects. Are you given with trial balance? If closing stock is given in trial balance, then 1 effect. This is proper final accounts only given to you. Means they have already given 2 effects of closing stock, but wrong effects. They have already shown closing stock in trading account. And can you see also that stock in the list of assets, same amount 50,000 or not? They have already given that 2 effects, but it is the wrong final accounts. Instead of showing closing stock in trading account credit side, what this unexperienced accountant has done, they have added in purchases. We make the correction. We have to correct it. We have to make the correction means we have to now show it in trading account on credit side. Did everyone understand it? So trading account credit side by closing stock 50,000. And second effect we will give when we write those list of assets in that. Okay. So it will have two effects because trial balance is not given, proper final accounts are only given to you. But here instead of showing in trading account credit side, the mistake done is they have added in purchase. Now we have to correct it. Is everyone clear with this? Raise your hand who is not clear. All are clear with this? Share wages 11,200.
Sir, profit and loss account debit.
100 times Vidhi, wages, purchase expense, trading account debit side, leave one line, then write down purchase expenses to wages, $11,200. Is everyone clear with this? Then carriage inward 8,000. Group purchase expense to carriage inward 8,000. Now see what fantastic effect this accountant has given. Minus carriage outward 4,000. Inward minus outward. So Anjali, carriage outward 4,000. Selling expense. Correct. Carriage outward we should not minus from carriage inward. What do we do with carriage outward? Selling expense. It come in P&L account debit side in selling expenses to carriage outward 4,000. Don't talk in between. Is everyone clear with this? Next. Niyati, salary 18,000. Administrative expenses to salary 18,000. Then Samtani, rent, administrative expense 12,000 to rent 12,000. Adhika, postage expenses, administrative expense 600. Then but sundry expenses, administrative expense 1,200. Then Divya, telephone expenses, administrative expense 1,600. Then Uday, Govind's drawings, Gopal's drawings. Yes, now this unexperienced accountant, drawings is shown in P&L account debit side. It is not an expense for the business. Drawings will come in partner's capital account on debit side. So partner's capital account debit side 31,317. Two drawings. Govind's column 6,000. Gopal's column 4,800. Are you all clear with this? Then credit side, Arushi, sales.
Sales will be in trading account.
Trading account credit side by sales 3,32,400. Outer column 3,30,000. You don't write that in position, okay? But be careful when the things are asked. Be alert. Minus goods return debit. Now, what do you mean by goods return debit? Purchase return. Here the word debit stands for purchases. So write down over there in bracket PR, purchase return. So 600 will minus from purchases, goods return debit. $600, outer column 2,48,000. Then federal interest 600, incomes and gains by interest 600, then Kanisha, discount received 800, P&L debit side. In which expense? $800 times incomes and gains. Credit side. Received, discount received. Okay, this unexperienced accountant has done right only. Discount received will come in again, incomes and gains by discount received 800. Now net loss we have to ignore it. Okay, we have to find it. Maybe there is a profit also because commission is allowed in profit. So commission is there means profit most probably must be there. And here is showing loss because there are many mistakes. Even drawings is shown in P&L debit side, so that's the reason it has turned into a loss. Now position of assets and liabilities on 31/3/17 was as follows. In that, this is stock. Which asset? Current assets, closing stock 50,000. Then debtors recorded, furniture recorded, building recorded, RIA cash on hand. Current assets 6,000. Then Parthiv bank balance. Current assets 24,000. Then list of liabilities in that Dhwani creditors, current liabilities 40,000. Then group of bills payable. Which liabilities? Non-current liability, bills payable. Bills payable is always current liability. $14,000 and capitals of Govind and Gopal are already recorded. So is everyone of you clear with this? Now we have to do the balancing. So 3,30,000 plus 50, 3,80,000. Minus 248, 60, 59, 200, 67, 200. So 1,12,800. 2 gross profit carried down. Opposite side in P&L account by gross profit brought down. 1,12,800 plus 6, 113, 400, 114, 200. 1,14,200. 61,500. 2 net profit carried down. Opposite side in. Now see here. Commission is ending. So now after recording the net profits, we do find the commission. Okay. So here we'll write by net profit brought down. 61,500. Now we'll make the workings. Okay, after the balance sheet, make it working note 1. P&L appropriation account credit side total, that is 61,500 minus debit side total, that is 6,500, so 55,000. Now is this 55,000 profit before commission or after commission? It is net profit before commission. But we have to give 10% commission on the profits after deducting the commission. So what will be the amount of commission? Who is to be given this commission? Gopal. 55,000 into 10 upon 110. That comes to 5,000. Is everyone clear with this? Anyone having any doubt with the workings? Pratna 2 effects. Commission to Gopal. P&L appropriation debit side and partners capital account credit side to commission to Gopal, in bracket working note 1 5,000, and partners capital credit side 31,317 by commission in Gopal's column 5,000. Any doubts with this? Okay, once again, what are the two effects? P&L appropriation on debit side and partners capital on credit side. Now, 61,500 minus 11,500, so 50,000 to net divisible profits. Now tell me, is this profit before commission or after commission? So cross check. Does Gopal get 10% of the profits after commission or not? As it is mentioned, 50,000 is 10%, 5,000. What is the profit sharing ratio? 3:2. So Gopal will get 3 by 5 of 50,000, 30,000, and Gopal will get 50,000 into 2 by 5, 20,000. Is everyone clear with this? Opposite side in partners capital account 31,317 by net divisible profits. $30,000 Govind's column and 20,000 Gopal's column. Now Govind 1,35,000, Gopal 30, 50, 56,500. $1,35,000 and 56,500. 135 minus 6, 1,29,000, and 56,500 minus 4,800, so 51,700. 31,317, 2 balance carried down. Now closing balance of capital we will write on liability side. So capitals, Govind 29,000, Gopal 51,700, 1,29,000. So 1,80,000, 220, 230, 4,700. 2,34,700. Verify, does it come the same on asset side or not? So everyone is clear with this question? Anyone having any doubt on this?